Back in Eugene, Oregon for our coverage of the men's semifinal days of the NCAA Track and Field Championships. Here are the collegiate and meet records. Collegiate leader in the men's 100 meters, the next race on the track. T. Myers McCollum is in this field. And world champion Christian Coleman, the collegiate leader. And there is Favor Ajayi, the junior from Auburn. We did not see him in the 4x100 meter relay for the Tigers, but he is the co-collegiate record holder and two-time SEC champion in this event.
Well, we didn't see him on that 4x100 meter relay that Auburn looks so good in, and Coach Ken Harden said we just wanted him to concentrate on the 100 meters. We didn't see him at the finals at the SEC meeting. He's, to say it gently, he's fragile. You know, he comes up with a lot of injuries, and they just want to get him through a meet healthy. This young man's no doubt going to be running this summer, but there you get a chance to see Favor Ajayi. We'll see what kind of shape he is in here. There's Max Thomas from USC, and Max Thomas said he was so close to being UCLA Bruin. His dad was a track athlete at UCLA, and he said it was always his dream to be a Bruin, but it wasn't. He didn't know until they came calling. They came calling, and he said, "You know what? I had to go ahead and do it." But his main sport was soccer for a lot of years. It wasn't until the senior year that he's really decided to take track seriously. And there's Malachi Snow, who just finished qualified in the 110 hurdles, back at the start of the 100 meters. And
he helped his San Jose Spartans get into the final of the 4x100 meter relay. Max Thomas, son of Henry Thomas, a legendary Hawthorne High School 400 meter runner and sprinter back in the day, and also a great UCLA Bruin. That's amazing when you have a UCLA legacy and you lose them to the Trojans. But here we are. First of three semifinal heats, same qualification criteria as the 110 hurdles. The first two finishers automatically qualifying to Friday's final, then the next three fastest times over the three heats. Favor Ajayi in the middle of the track, lane 5, bookended by Max Thomas on his left in 4, and Malachi Snow of San Jose State in 6. Ajayi with a good start also for Thomas. There is Ajayi, but down in lane 3, Max Thomas making a good move. It's going to be Malachi Snow? No. Kanyinsola Ajayi, the freshman from Auburn, wins the heat in lane number 7, 10:09 with a .3 trailing win, just a Zephyr behind him. With Beard of Northwestern State coming up as second, and Favor Ajayi third. That's a non-qualifying third. And he's got to hope that 10:13 holds up as a time qualifier. It looked like he led up the second half of the race thinking he had it in hand.
Well, Ajayi, he did a really nice job of accelerating there, reaching his top speed. And it didn't look like he was in any kind of stress or duress. But I think he saw his teammate off to the right and said, you know what, I think the Auburn Tigers here go 1-2. And they weren't expecting somebody on the inside there. But Ajayi, maybe the biggest surprise in the SEC Indoor Championships this year, winning the 60-meter hurdles. But there's Zacchaeus Beard of Northwestern State. A good run for Ajayi there on the outside.
So Ajayi and Beard automatic qualifying. Ajayi has to hope that the wind doesn't start to blowing people behind too much. And Malachi Snow, after a great relay and 110-meter hurdles, finishes last in his heat at 10:60. Second heat of the 100 meters now on the track. And we're focusing in lane 4 to the senior from Houston and South Africa, Sean Maswangani, who we will also see in the 200 later in the evening. Houston just joined the Big 12, and he swept the 100, the 200, and was in their 4x100 winner as well.
He had a ball at those Big 12 championships, like you said, 1-2, 4x1, and just taking down the Texas Longhorns in there. Well, Houston's their first year in that conference with Sean Maswangani, the team captain for Houston. He really makes things go. He's been a big brother to this gentleman right here, Louis Hinchliffe, the transfer from Washington State University. He had a fantastic conference meet. There's Carl Lewis, the coach, and I asked him about Louis Hinchliffe, and he says, you know, the lights really came on for Louis Hinchliffe at the Penn Relays. Sean Maswangani was a little banged up, so they didn't run him. But Hinchliffe stepped up, won the Penn Relays 100 meter. And things really started to happen after that. Faster times and faster times. He went up to Coach Carl and said, "Coach, I think I got it." And there you see Wanye McCoy. And I got a chance to just exchange some text with him. And I said, "Your goal here at the NCAA championships," he said, "win the 1 and the 2. Simple as that. Win them both.
Well, with Mike Holloway's 1,500-meter runner, Parviz Khan, out of the final, he needs for the rest of his squad to step up. And Wanye McCoy is certainly capable. He is all over the track for the Gators. So it's Maswangani in 4, Hinchliffe in 5, and McCoy in 7. Only 2 can automatically qualify through to the final. Good start for Maswangani in 4. Also for Lance Lang in 3. Here comes Maswangani. Hinchliffe is also trying to get into that top 2. It's going to be Hinchliffe win the heat, and it might have been McCoy out-leaning Maswangani. McCoy with a late charge in blue in those last 15 or 20 meters may have pushed Maswangani into a situation where he needs a time qualifier. Looking at the final, it looks like Maswangani got it. And McCoy just 100th of a second back. That bright blue just flashed into my eyes as he ran through in lane number 7. So it's McCoy that's got to sit back along with Favor Ajayi from heat number 1 to see if they can make it on time.
Well, there you see Lance Lang in lane 3. He did get out to a good start, but this is what the Houston Cougars do. They really are patient in the 100 meters, and they want to reach their top speed later in the entire 100 meters, and this is what Louis Hinchliffe did at the regional championships as well. He just got his timing absolutely perfect, where he was just hanging on to his top speed right there at the end, just a little bit better than Maswangani. And there'll be some discussions on how Sean Maswangani is going to run this final, but Louis Hinchliffe is absolutely in a groove. Conference meet, goes to the regionals, and he backs up those fantastic times he ran at Arkansas.
Well, it just tells you how hard it is when you get to this level. Wanye McCoy and Favor Ajayi from heat number 1 have both got to sit back and wait for this third heat to go, hoping that their times hold on to be advanced. It was, by the way, a 0.3 meter per second wind on that one, so the wind is not an issue with these times or these performances in the straightaway races. Not hurt by wind, not helped by wind too much either. All right, we're getting ready now for the third and final heat. And this heat featuring LSU junior from Nigeria, Godson Ogunbrume, and he has quite a lot to live up to. The relationship with his sister is quite interesting, as she is really the star of the family. His sister, a long jump Olympic silver medalist and bronze medalist and a world championship silver medalist. So a lot to live up to in the Ogunbrume family. He will be in lane number 7, just a junior, twice the SEC outdoor 100-meter champion the last 2 years.
Well, and he comes in here with a lot of swagger. You know, I asked him, what does he want to do? And he said, man, I'm here to win it all. He wants to continue to live up to that LSU Tiger tradition, certainly. But he just seems to peak at the right time each and every year. We don't see him in the middle of the spring like we do a lot of these other guys running fast times. But come SEC championships, NCAAs, we absolutely see his best. There we see T-Mars McCallum. He holds the collegiate best time in the country this year with Favor Ajayi. He ran that just 1 week after the Tom Jones Invitational at South Carolina. He's trying to find the form that he showed there in late April. It's an outstanding starter. But Tennessee did not get the baton around in the 4x1 relay, and there is a newcomer, somebody that we're getting a look at for the very first time. The American Athletic Conference champion, 1-2 4x1 champ, Saminu Abdul Rashid. Keep an eye on him. He has absolutely won everything in that conference this season, indoors, outdoors, and he was the NCAA Athlete of the Week in the first part of May.
So the bubble is 10:22, and some pretty good athletes that are sitting back and waiting to see what happens here. Favor Ajayi, Wanye McCoy, and Lance Lang. As we look at Godson Ogunbrume in lane 7, he'll be third from the left, and T-Mars McCallum next to him on his left in lane number 6. T-Mars with a good start. In lane 8, it is Abdul Rashid. Abdul Rashid is going to win the heat, and in second is going to be Godson Ogunbrume getting the second automatic qualifying spot. So the newcomer, the sophomore from South Florida and Ghana, winning that third and final heat, 10:14. Ogunbrume at 10:23 gets an automatic qualifier. So Favor Ajayi, Wanye McCoy, and Lance Lang, nicknamed the Swiss Army Sprinter by Dan O'Brien, gets through and will score points for Arkansas.
Well, I don't think we saw Godson Ogunbrume's best race there, but I'll tell you what, Saminu Abdul Rashid, he continues to impress there on the outside, but he has set South Florida records in the 100 meters, 4x1 in the 60-meter dash, and he continues to roll through this outdoor season. I think he shocked everybody in that race, but he got the top speed and just carried it all the way to the finish line.
Our statistician Tom Lewis just reminded me there are 9 finalists, only 8 scores, so someone's got to be last. But there are your advancers to final, including Ajayi, McCoy, and Lang, all on time, and all a bit of a surprise to have not made it through on automatic qualifiers. All right, so the hundreds are in the books for the semifinals.